help. Remembrance of Allah was important to him and did so whenever he sat down, stood up. No certain place was assigned for him to sit in. He would sit at the end of the group, next to the last person. He ordered people to do the same. He entered his participants in the social gathering alike so that the one addressed would think that there was no one honored by the Prophet but himself. Whoever sit next to him and interrupted him in order to ask his advice about an affair of his, would be the first to start the talk and the one to end it. The Prophet would listen him patiently until he ended his speech. He never denied to a request from anyone. If unapproachable, then some satisfying word would work instead. His generosity of spirit, broad-mindedness, and tolerance could embrace all people and entitled him to be regarded as a father to them all. In justice, all of them were equal. Nobody was better than another except on the base of pit. A favored one to him was the one who feared Allah most. His assembly was a meeting of kindness, modesty, patience and honesty. Voices were not raised there, no cries. Inviolable things were never considered as violable there. Fearing Allah and worship were their means of sympathy and compassion. They used to revere the old and have mercy on young. They helped the needy and entertained the strangers. Allah's messenger was always cheerful, easy, pleasant-tempered and merciful. He was never rude or indecent. He would neither blame or praise excessively. He overlooked what he did not desire, yet no one would be despair of him. He kept himself away from 3 habits: hypocrisy, excessiveness, and what was none of his concern. People did not fear him in 3 areas. He neither degraded or blamed them, nor did he seek the defect or shortcomings of others. He only said things whose reward was divinely desirable. When he spoke, his listeners would attentively listen, casting down their heads. They only spoke when he was silent. They did not have disputes or arguments about who was to talk. He who talked in his presence would be listened to by everybody until he finished his talk. Their talk would be about the topic discussed or delivered by the first